Homicide Accountability. Welcome in. Okay, it's kind of windy out here. Hello, Andrea.
It's me. Here to review your personnel file?
What's that?
You're here to review the personnel file.
I am, yeah.
Okay, so you're not able to record that portion. If you would like copies, we can make those copies for you, but you're not allowed to record them.
What's the difference between recording and making a copy of it?
So that's an electronic copy, and these are only in paper files. So we can make those copies for you if you would like. Right now you're just inspecting.
Okay, so if I have you make a copy of the personnel file and then record it, what's the difference?
I can't make that determination for you. But if you would like the copies, I can make those for you. It's
Okay.
50 cents per page, and we can do double-sided.
50 cents per page, huh?
Mm-hmm. And if you'd like an estimate, I can get that estimate for you.
Uh-huh. Okay, so if I were to review and inspect the records in person, where would I be doing that?
You're gonna be doing it right now.
In a public space?
Yes.
Okay, and do you understand there's no expectation of privacy in this public space here?
So there is an expectation of privacy for government records. You can inspect them, but if you want copies of them, I can make those for you. You are free to take notes.
Okay, so if I'm recording in a different direction than the records, am I allowed to be inspecting the records in person?
If you're recording it, I'm trying to understand what you mean. So like if your camera's pointed that way and the records are over here?
Uh-huh.
In theory, yes, but I'm going to have to watch you do it.
Okay.
And that's okay.
Okay.
Is that what you would like to do?
Sure.
Okay. So you'll be right over there. If you want to set up your stuff.
Okay, and you're saying that I'm not allowed to even take a picture for a PDF file? If I want to convert the records to PDF files, I'm not allowed to do that?
You can purchase the copies, and then if you at home want to scan those into yourself, you certainly may. We have no qualms about what you do with your copies.
Okay. So we're talking about public records here, right? These are public records? Okay.
Hello. How are you?
So you're saying that the records suddenly become public after you make me pay for them? Is that what you're saying?
No, the Inspection on Public Records Act allows you to inspect, which is to review the records. And then it also allows you to get copies, which these are paper files, so they would be paper copies.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the two things that it allows, to inspect and to copy.
Okay. So I can inspect them, or I can pay you for copies of the records. Is that a new policy where you're now charging people for copies?
No, copies have always been charged for, unless they're electronically available and we email them, and these are not.
Okay. I've gotten a number of records from your office that you did not charge me to make copies of. So why is that policy different now?
Those are electronic records, and then these, we do have a policy and administrative regulation that is prohibits us from transmitting personnel files electronically. Again, we only have them in paper form for these, so all I have is paper copies for you.
Okay. How about I inspect the records without pointing my camera towards them, and then once I see a record that I'm wanting to have copied, then I can pay for that record. Does that work?
Yep.
Okay. All right, let's do that.
Okay, so if you want to get set up over there, I will bring you the record.
Okay. All right, so I'm attempting to inspect some personnel records of Callie Boyd, who is a former Farmington Police Department officer. I don't think she works for the department anymore based on a few records that I've looked at. For some reason, they won't just send the records to me or put them in the portal for me to view. So I'm here at City Hall in Farmington, New Mexico to try to inspect these records. They sent me one copy of some information related to Callie Boyd's personnel file, but it was pretty brief. It was not very detailed list of the complaints that were filed against Callie Boyd and why, or any details about those complaints. It just had the outcomes of the complaints. It looked like she had been exonerated on a few complaints and then a few complaints against her sustained, like social media policy.
All right, so again, here are the records. And then, like I said, we can make copies of any page that you would like, and we can do it double-sided. That would be 50 cents per page.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, thanks.
You're welcome. And just because you are recording, I'm just gonna have to sit out here.
Okay.
Okay?
What's up? Four corner fist in the air.
Hi, Justin. I'm good, how are you?
Good. What's going on? What's going on? Inspecting some records?
Inspecting the personnel file of Callie Boyd.
How you doing, good?
I'm sorry?
How you been doing?
I've been all right.
Busy?
Busy and pretty sad that fall's almost over.
Yeah. The weather feels good.
I do like it, but I like the colors of the leaves. It's about to go away though.
Yeah.
It's getting cold at night.
What's up, we have one season here around, you know?
Yeah. How's it been going for you?
Good, busy, working,
Yeah.
pushing the use and.
You're going to use
be up for 18 to.
It's gotta be cold out there.
Do you have a policy and procedures on the sheet of paper saying how to inspect the public record?
The ever policy?
Yeah.
Yes. Would you like to get a copy of that? Okay. It's 50 cents per page, or I can email it to you, so you have an electronic one.
Who did you go?
It's a 2-page document, so we can do it on 1 page, so, 50 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Can you right back with that? Can you give me a copy of the IFRA policy?
What are you inspecting there?
Can you give me?
The personnel file of former police officer Callie Boyd.
Is she still a police officer?
No. There's a resignation letter of hers in here.
Really?
And you just gonna grab a copy for you.
Okay, so that's the only thing I want a copy of, is the resignation letter.
Just the letter?
Yep.
Okay. That is 50 cents, okay?
Okay,
I'll use it right back.
okay.
Next time, can you explain why you can expect the record of Callie Boyd?
Yeah, I'm trying to inspect the records of Callie Boyd because I got some information that made me think that she resigned. And it does look like she did resign because I just looked at the resignation letter first. So I wanted to see if I could look at any of the complaints, which they were not there, they removed them. So we can't look at what the complaints are about. But we do know, like, generally what they were about, and so I got a screenshot of those to share with us during this live stream.
Yeah, you got an audience here on TikTok too, so
Nice.
listening to you.
Heck yeah.
And Callie Boyd is a former officer that charged Press for Transparency and obstructing her while she was at a police stop one day, and you want to explain why she charged us?
Yeah, we were charged with resisting and obstructing an officer for basically being in close proximity while recording. So, yeah, fought that in court. Still fighting it in court. It's on appeal with the New Mexico appellate courts. And we're still waiting to hear if they're going to even look at it. Looks like they got my record.
Yeah, so the records that Press for Transparency is.
It's going to be,
I guess she resigned, and so we're trying to figure out. See, all this information of the public employee.
it's going to be cash.
I guess a former police officer now. That's what we're trying to find out. That she may have resigned.
Any cash today? We don't have change.
Okay, you just asked me if I pay with cash, didn't you?
I'm sorry, I didn't say exact cash. It is on our wall. We don't have a cash drawer.
Okay, so do you accept credit card?
Yeah, or Apple Pay or anything like that.
And there's no minimum payment for,
There's not.
okay.
Give you a receipt. What would you like to do?
Do you have any change for $1?
Shut up, man. All I have is 22.
Okay, it's all right.
You don't have a card?
I do.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm getting the.
Together, it would be $1.
Oh, who?
I'm requesting the.
A copy of this policy, which would be 50 cents.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll pay for that. Yeah, I'll pay for that.
So I'm gonna run up 2 receipts though, okay?
Okay, no problem.
So to inform you guys again that what Press for Transparency is trying to figure out if, and it does look like she resigned, Press for Transparency,
Yep,
Callie Boyd.
we got the resignation letter coming up.
And she's the reason why Press for Transparency and I are in the appeal courts right now, trying to fight the charge that she charged us with, resisting arrest and obstructing. When it was on a public sidewalk, not even obstructing or resisting. We were not arrested that day. A few days later,
Can you see this?
showed up at my work with a warrant.
These are the complaints against Callie Boyd, which we don't know a whole lot about. Can you read that? Let me know in the chat if you can read that. Let me know if it's legible. Somebody. Thank you, Rami. Cool, now we're gonna-
Look at that after you.
Yeah.
So what is happening to this day is, this is the complaints made on, I guess, former Officer Callie Boyd, the one that charged us for transparency, here holding the phone and I for.
I'm gonna put it against the wall so you can, it'll be steady.
You see, this is all public records, people.
Okay, here are the two receipts,
Okay.
document,
Okay, thank you.
and then here's some document that he has requested,
Okay.
okay?
So are these personnel files not something that I could ever request or obtain through the portal or?
So you can request it through the portal, but you cannot obtain it through the portal. You can come in and inspect it, or you can pay for the full copies of the file.
They cannot get you to send me any of those records through the portal
That's correct.
or by email?
That's correct.
Okay, so all personnel files have to be
Inspected or
Inspected.
copied.
inspected or copied.
And you can
Okay.
do the whole file copied if you would like, or you can do like you just did, get whichever pages you want.
Okay, so you can copy the records here when I'm in person, but you can't copy the records when I'm gone and request a specific record out of the personal
So if
file?
you were to not come in and inspect it and say, I would like a copy of all of this personnel file, I could make that copy for you, give you the total fee that it would be, you pay for that, I give you the copies, or if you prefer, I could also mail them to you.
Okay. All right, well, I'm glad that I came in person then, because I don't want to pay that much for all those records that were kind of irrelevant to my interests. Okay, so-
And then at any point, since you asked for that termination letter, you could say, can I have a copy of this termination letter? We could do that.
Thank you.
Can you tell me why there's no reason for separation on this resignation letter?
I cannot. I don't have a reason for that.
Okay.
So is that the paperwork she resigned? That it's-
Yeah, get an image of that.
I have a gentleman or a woman over here. Do you need any more assistance from me?
I don't, thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
Okay. Gonna just,
Yeah, I'm all done.
gonna get an image of this resignation letter. It's got a date crossed out on it.
His signature.
Signed, Callie Boyd.
This notarized, please. And I didn't sign it because I didn't have to do it in front of you.
No reason for separation.
Okay.
That's suspicious. Got it?
Yeah.
So that was the only document that I thought was somewhat interesting and relevant.
Yeah, so this is the female officer that charged Press for Transparency and I for resisting and obstructing for exercising our first on a sidewalk.
Mm-hmm. There it is. Okay. There's some pretty dramatic changes in date on the resignation, right? It was originally March 27th. Look at this. And then up here it says March 15th. Look at these dramatically different dates. That's kind of suspicious.
All fishy.
First it says it's effective March 15th. And then it says it's effective March 27th. And then it says February 27th of 2025.
Did it even happen?
So it looks like she may have been changing her mind.
Looks like it. Oh, it's there on the picture.
Okay.
And here we have a unlawful sign saying that we could not record or take photos inside this public lobby. And here. And one here. How many years ago was that? It was about what? Almost a year and a half ago?
At least, I would think a couple years ago.
No, it is not.
Unlawful signs inside city because they do not believe in freedom.
I just got emails from the police department today, and they seriously just released about 8-10 body camera videos to me today.
Nice.
I don't not on my phone. I have to go set up to view them. You know, obviously
Uh-huh.
in person again, but they just released it to me today.
That's cool. I wanted to go to the police department lobby to ask about some body cam video that they should be giving me anytime now. But,
You see the paperwork?
oh yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah. We were watching my live that day when I got a legal trespass. I'm charged with resisting, concealing, and criminal trespassing.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. And he was 19, not too long after.
Yeah, I should apply a request for body cams whenever they did that, and they were deaf because they were very good talking to get for
Yeah, they were deaf.
city attorney, and their rights, we should probably be telling them that they could trespass you,
Yeah.
and I want to have that on camera, but she would like that.
Well, the same thing, I requested it, I sat in here and watched it, it's all redacted.
Mm-hmm.
Cut out all the parts of
What happened there? Opportunity to see that.
Mm-hmm.
They redacted it all.
The video, right? Yeah, I remember that. That was super suspicious.
So you can tell Stanley was actually putting his hand
That's my initials.
over the body cam.
Right?
Okay. Do you need me to show you? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Not just Darren, there was that officer Mark.
Okay, so I should get my passport, so we guys, next time I'll sign like that. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so and you asked him to kind of help you out, so he sees what's going on, and he just came here and helped.
Oh, he knew what was going on. He came in here to help inspire.
All right, well, if you guys are interested, I was gonna head over to the police department lobby to ask about some other records.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, do you mind if I get a copy of that?
Well, no, you can just send me a picture of it. Just want to do
This.
it and show the public.
I'm gonna take a screenshot of it with the app I have.
Is this to make public records?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna sit here and argue with her, but that doesn't seem right, that you couldn't record while inspecting records.
Right?
Especially, like you said, in a public place.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fact check that.
Sweet. Yay, thank you so much. I'm sure I'll see you soon. I hope you get, so I appreciate your help. Have a good day.
South Farmington Road, you know that.
Can I speak with Russell Frost, please? No. My name is Eric Morrow.
So I'm getting a screenshot of the 2025 Notice of Right to Inspect Records for the city of Farmington. This app converts the image to a PDF file.
Okay.
And the funny thing about when you're having these public meetings, they tell members of the public who's in there, who's pretty much just me here, and the rest of us, these officers of the committee board, CPAC committee board, it tells to leave for about 15
You know,
minutes.
a year ago, I asked to inspect all records between Farmington, the city of Farmington, and Navajo Nation, and they gave them to me in this room. It was seriously boxes, man, like 10 boxes. Like you get copy paper in, and they told me I could record it. This was like a year ago.
Really? Okay.
This was about a year ago. Yeah.
A little bit different record there, I suppose. Like probably not a personnel file.
Very true. Yeah. There's just like all agreements and between the city and the nation. There's boxes upon boxes.
Uh huh.
They let me record that.
And it's crazy, they're telling you that you cannot inspect the public records with your camera.
Yeah, I had Officer Tamara Smith's personal record right there. They told me the same thing, that you can't have your phone out and record. Like you could write it down or copy it for you.
That sounds questionable. I'd like to ask Andrea where exactly that policy is.
That's why I asked for that paper, yeah.
So this paper, this document's supposed to tell us where.
I don't know, I just got it just to see where she's saying that we cannot inspect the record with a video camera. It doesn't say nowhere on there, I'm sure it doesn't say nowhere on there that we cannot do what she's saying.
Yeah, I don't see anything about that here.
It's public information.
The New Mexico Foundation for Open Government has a 1-800 number that you could just ask and they could probably answer it pretty
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if they recall it. Let me see.
Okay.
She can point it out for you.
Hello, Andrea. Can you please show me exactly where the policy prohibits me from recording records that I'm inspecting?
Come to me. Come on back.
You're saying that this policy tells this?
Oh, yeah.
Where you can inspect, and then also shows you how much it costs.
Where does it say that on this document?
You are a request to inspect, and then down here it says you can, and then on the back side it shows you the copy.
Oh, so you charged us for copies. Right, that's obviously you charge us for copies, but where does it say that we're not allowed to video record the records that we're looking at?
So that is not explicitly spelled out in that policy. What is spelled out is that you have the right to inspect them, and then you have the right to get copies.
Right, but where's the city of Farmington policy that prohibits us from recording records that we're inspecting?
There is not one to my knowledge.
Okay, but you just told us that, you just told me.
Public records allow for you to inspect, which means review, and then get copies.
But you said I couldn't video record those records that I was inspecting.
Or you can get copies. And inspect means to review, not to record or control.
So there is no policy that prohibits,
In the Inspection of Public Records Act, under inspect.
but there's no policy or law that prohibits me from recording myself inspecting records, right?
I can't speak to that.
But you just told me that I couldn't video record.
The Inspection of Public Records Act allows you to inspect the records, which is just to review them. It does not include recording them and or making or digital images of them, or you can get copies.
But there's no policy or law that prohibits me from recording myself
We follow
viewing
the
the
Inspection
records.
of Public Records Act, and those are the two options that are available.
But there's no prohibition by law or policy of recording myself inspecting public
I
records.
think she's talking about her policy, their policy. They can't do that, but, you know. Policies are meant for public employees, not for the public.
But you just implied that there's a policy or law that prohibits me from recording records.
And you're a private citizen.
I'm telling you that the Inspection of Public Records Act allows you to inspect,
You wouldn't,
allows you to copy.
but we're talking
That
about,
covers New Mexico public records. Those are the two options the Inspection of Public Records Act allows.
so it sounds like you just went beyond the scope of the law by prohibiting me from recording the public records in a public place when there's no actual policy or law that prohibits me from doing such.
I did follow the Inspection of Public Records.
Okay, so I'm asking for a refund for the unlawful requirement that I pay for the records that I just inspected.
We do not offer refunds for copies of records.
But the pretext for requiring me to pay for that record is that I couldn't record it digitally, and there's no law or policy that prohibits me from recording it digitally. You just made that up, right?
And I told you what the Inspection of Public Records Act allows. And inspecting does not include recording and or taking
But
digital.
where is that?
But there's no prohibition on it, so you're just making up a prohibition or law.
I allowed you to do what the Inspection of Public Records Act sets out. Inspect and or copy.
Can I speak to your supervisor, please?
Unfortunately, the mayor is my supervisor and he does not keep regular hours. However, we do have a city council meeting tonight at 5 p.m. He does accept business from the floor. You would have every opportunity to speak at that time.
Can we speak to next in charge?
The city manager and the deputy city manager are both out at a conference this week, and they will not be at the council meeting tonight. If you would like, I can get the assistant to the mayor, and she's also the assistant to the city manager. I can get her to give you a phone call and set up an appointment or a phone call.
Okay, sure.
Okay, do you wanna get her phone number, or would you like to leave your phone number?
You could just take my email address.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, she said that we didn't have the, we could not
And you just look up the email you
record
regarding
public
an
records.
appointment?
And there's no
Yeah.
Okay.
policy, or whatever she said on these.
Can I write it down for you?
Sure can.
Act. So I think what she's trying to
And are you wanting the
enforce
mayor or the city manager?
is her policy, their policy. They cannot record public records.
Either one. There's my email, my first name. Okay, guys, so I just want to make it clear that I was just made to believe that I couldn't digitally record documents that I was requesting to inspect in person. And there's no law or policy that Andrea Jones could provide to prove that I had to pay for copies of those records when I could have just recorded them myself. So she basically manipulated the policy and law, from what I can tell, until she provides further information to show that I actually had to pay for a copy of a record. I paid for the copy of one record, right? And she charged me 50 cents for a copy. she just told me that while I was sitting at that table, I couldn't point the camera at the records that I was inspecting, which is, she couldn't prove was backed up by any policy or law. And so, to me, that's manipulative, gaslighting. And then when I proceeded to ask her about what law or policy prohibits me from recording those records, she said, what'd she say? She was saying what the law allows. It allows me to have copies made.
And that's the reason why I requested that policy on the records, and it does not say anywhere what she's saying
Right?
about not recording
Andrew Jones, here's your card.
public records that you requested.
So this is the person that just told me I couldn't record records that I was inspecting in person.
So there's no, as you can see, there's no transparency, no accountability within Farmington, New Mexico City Hall. Nowhere on this piece of paper does it say anything about her, but us not recording ourselves within that public record.
That was super questionable. So Andrea Jones previously called in basically gang members to remove Four Corner Fist in the Air from this lobby when he was recording. She still works here. She's behind, she works in this office. And I'm really skeptical. Hey Jennifer Brickell, can we ask you some questions, please, about the GoPro?
Yes, sir, I don't take it. Thank you, though.
So that's Jennifer Brickell. She said she doesn't take any interviews on camera.
Yeah, but I think they run the show. She's a public servant. And she's the one behind putting up the signs here.
Yep.
She's the one that put the signs up here saying no photography and no filming in this city lobby. And that's the person who violated my civil rights, Jennifer Brickell. And she got Andrea Jones to call the police on me. I stood my ground here. The cop was here, told me when I leave a public area where I'm allowed to be, to exercise my First Amendment, which we're doing right now.
All right, do you want this? You want to take that?
He charged me with resisting, concealing the criminal trespass in the public lobby, the public forum. And that's Jennifer Brickell. She's behind probably extra transparency going too.
So that was really suspicious.
I think what I'm thinking is Jennifer Brickell kind of heard Callie Boyd's position as a police officer with.
I'm gonna. What do you think of it?
I think Jennifer Brickell behind the whole thing about why we're in the appeal court with getting Callie Boyd to put a warrant out for you and I. Because she's the one that put up the signs in here, and she doesn't believe in the First Amendment. And she's the chief.
So I'm doing a Google search for does IPRA of New Mexico allow municipalities or prohibit people from inspecting records with a camera in person?
And the lady there, city attorney Jennifer Brickell, she should have came up to us with transparency and accountability, and answer some of our questions. You don't understand. But what did she say? She doesn't do interviews. And that's who works for the city. We pay for that. We pay her to sit in this office, in the city hall building, in her office, put up unlawful signs, violate my civil rights, to be unprofessional, telling us that she doesn't take interviews.
I don't know if it'll go anywhere, but I called the New Mexico Foundation for Government, left a voicemail.
Nice.
And sent an email just saying they're trying to inspect some public
just did a Google search for does IPRA of New Mexico prohibit people from video recording personnel files in person? And then some AI overview from Google says, while the New Mexico Inspection of Public Records Act does not specifically prohibit video recording during an in-person inspection, a records custodian can impose reasonable regulations to ensure the safety and integrity of the documents. This means a public body could restrict the use of video camera during your inspection. Okay. Well, I'm not a legal expert, so I don't know what is right, but it just seems really suspicious to me. There's not really much I'm gonna really do about it, except for redress my grievances with Andrea and move on.
Well, it's the public's opinion too.
Yeah. All right, well, I gotta follow up with the police department about some body camera video. You guys have any interest in joining for that?
Yeah, I can set up some time myself.
Yeah, so what happened when civil rights got violated for these unlawful signs that Jennifer McHale put up in Hackensack City Hall. I got a civil rights attorney and the charges were dropped.
You can just look to this, and I'll help you there.
Do you guys do
All right.
Civil rights attorney.
So basically, like, if the customer is asking for welding work or anything related to,
Corruption.
on their property, and it's within the city limits, so whether I have to offer them.
So she's the one behind that, and the state, what customer transparency could work for. And I think she heard it also said, that we're expecting why she resigned.
With her being resigned, so who will continue pressing charges? The city will just pick it up? Because they have to have an officer.
Well, the record was set for the case in the district court. So the district court is basically considered a trial court, and I don't think there's no more chance for witness testimony or trial, but there is chance for the appeal court to review the brief in chief that was filed. So hopefully the appeals court will do that, and they would, if they decided to let the case proceed, they would ask Farmington to submit a response to my brief in chief, my attorney's brief in chief, and then if they wanted to keep on going further, there would be some oral arguments, I would think, and then the appeals court would make a decision. But for now, it's just sitting in the digital world of staging.
Back in mine, I never signed a contract with the municipal court. And when I first appealed, even though I did a video, I still appealed. And what she's arguing is that makes it valid of me, witnesses taking the video. And that's what she's using, but in the criminal procedures, you have to have signed that document by signature. That's the only way it's valid. But she doesn't, that's not in her argument, Jennifer McHale. So she's just been doing since she's a prosecutor here, up in the district court. Same argument, and because we know this guy all work together here, and she thinks that we'll see what happens in the appeal court.
Yeah.
But my appeal attorney believes in what I do. I'm surprised, and she put in a good argument. So now that's what the argument she put in. She said that I did everything correctly. So with this
The cell service is kind of choppy in here.
Yeah.
It might still be outside as well, but. Do you want to go over there with us? Okay, right on. We're headed to the Farmington Police Department lobby to ask about public records that we requested. Welcome in, Huntington Township Watch.
No, I didn't push it right there, but the last couple of days I've been asking him to do a record request orally. And he told me that the law allows me to do that, but it won't protect me long.
Exactly.
I won't get a receipt. My receipt, and she won't write it down either.
Right? Yeah, so basically, there needs to be an exception for disabled people
Yeah.
under the Americans with Disabilities Act. Huntington Township Watch, welcome in. This is kind of a rare visit to the city of Farmington City Hall and Police Department so we can make some requests and try to inspect some records. We just obtained the resignation letter, a copy of it for former Officer Callie Boyd. And the complaints filed against Callie Boyd in her personnel file because they basically took them out. They didn't want us to look at those. Here's your proof of a local gang activity, the blue line. Whenever you see a blue line flag, you know there's a gang nearby. So basically, Farmington Police Department should be providing some body cam video about the arrest of Louis Alvarez. That's why I want to go in here, is to ask him why they haven't provided that, as well as ask them if I can pay for that or those records. Do you want to go first or not? Okay.
Smart, make your own little game flag flying up there.
What's up, Slyshy 58? Rami, Oklahoma Outlaw Audits, welcome. Hey, Jenny, thanks for your support today.
My name's Matthew. I got an email from you guys that have a bunch of video records ready to be viewed. I'm just coming here to set up a time to come view.
Okay, all right, give me one moment.
Thank you.
What do you think that the blue line stands for?
It's a gang symbol.
They have it on the American flag, they have it on the license plate.
One time I got pulled into the back, I filed a complaint on an officer. They took me back to interview, and back there, there's pin blue line flags everywhere, man. Back in their hallways, it's just that type of stuff everywhere.
Here's the political propaganda.
Right, Steve. Over here. The blue line game.
The Vigilance Committee, welcome in. Hope you're feeling better, buddy.
Hi.
You need to schedule an appointment?
Yes, I have multiple videos ready, so I'm assuming I'm gonna need, I'll just start with like one time, but I'm gonna wanna view all of them, not say I'll be able to view all of them at that time.
So, yeah, you have appointments, so do you wanna do a few days right away, or do you wanna do one day at a time?
What days do you have available?
So what's on the, both availabilities, the AM and the PM section. I
all of November right now, so I can do whatever days you want.
Okay, and the time, what type of time frames are we looking at? Like,
So we are doing 8:30 to 11. And then 1 to 3.
1 to 3, 8:30 to 11, 1 to 3. Okay, and all your days in November are open?
Right now. They have me multiple days, so there's a lot of different.
Can we start with, is Monday an option on November 1st? Tuesday through Thursday, gotcha. Okay, can I start with Thursday the 5th? And
AM or PM.
PM, please.
Okay. Do you want to do another one right away?
I think on Thursday, not on a Wednesday.
Not the 5th, you want it on Thursday the 6th?
Yes, please, yeah, Thursday. Sorry about that.
Okay.
And can I do the following Tuesday in the PM shift as well? And that next Thursday?
The 20th.
The one up. Yeah, right there. And can we start with that?
That will put you down on our calendar so that we make sure that we keep those completely set for just you right now.
Okay.
And then if you need to schedule another appointment, you can just call us and let us know, and we'll be more than happy to put you on the calendar.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, appreciate it.
Yes. Can I get your name, please? Jessica Kennedy. Hey, I have a pending records request in the portal. It's for some body cam video and dash cam video, I believe, from the arrest of Luis Alvarez. So I'm just here to see, get more information about that.
Are you gonna view it, our policy did change, so we have the option to view it here, free of charge. A flash drive for $10, or you can choose to withdraw your request. Did you answer that one yet? by chance?
I did answer that in the portal.
Okay, so I can go check it. Do you have the request number, or I can go and look it up if you don't mind waiting for just a second?
Yeah, I don't mind waiting for a little bit.
Let me go check on it. Give me 1 second, okay?
Okay.
I think one more question for when she comes back is, are we gonna have any issues trying to record
You get it in person like
videos?
this.
Because I want to record the videos, and I
If
want
you
her
do it
to
online,
problems like
it's free.
Andrea just gave with the folders, you know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know where they're gonna. I'll ask when she comes back. Like, where are they gonna pull us back to view it? Is it gonna be an problem recording?
Request just a copy of it.
I've requested to come view them, so they're good.
So
Because
just over
those are the
package.
options: to either pay for the hard drives, or to cancel it, or to come view for free.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I just set up those times for, is come view them for free. And then I guess if I do want them, then I could ask them to go ahead and put it down on the hard drive for me.
Right.
But yeah, if they're gonna make me come view them, I want all my records, and I'm gonna come hang out, I'm gonna make some popcorn, and we're gonna watch some movies. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're gonna hang out, watch some body cams, but. Let's see.
They used to put the videos on their portal for viewing.
So it looks like you said that you wanted to know how you need to pay for it, so they're gonna give you an invoice right now. So you just have to get invoiced, and then once we receive payment, then they start, they put you in order of which ones we have in front of you, and then once they get to it, and then they'll round it up to you, or you can pick it up.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I replied in the portal that I wanted a hard copy, and then nobody ever sent me any acknowledgement or invoice.
Yeah, we're still in the timeframe, they're sending you an invoice right now.
Okay. So are the records available on a USB thumb drive, flash drive right now?
It'll still be, in the order that it's received, so there are people in front of you that have already paid for it. We won't start working on it until we get paid. Once we get paid is when they start working on it. So there are people online in front of me, in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So then once we receive your payment, you'll go online, and once we get to yours and it's ready, we'll call you and let you know. You can either come here to pick it up, or we can mail it to you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So if I pay you right now $10, is that gonna include the thumb drive, the video, and the shipping? Yes.
Man, talk about money talks.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So they charge for the records now.
Actually, let me make a copy of this so that I can attach it to your request.
Okay. So just to give some context to their new policy, it's obviously to make it more difficult to obtain records, especially if you're poor, indigent. You're not gonna be able to get video records now, and that's part of the overall culture of secret policing in America. They try to make records difficult to obtain. They try to avoid transparency whenever they can, and that's why we just want to expose it, because we're not going to change it. They're going to keep on being secretive and keep on making it difficult, more and more difficult to obtain records. And they used to put the records on the portal for me to view and download free of charge, but now that's not the case anymore. That's just too easy for me to obtain those records where their misconduct could be exposed to the greater community.
So, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, here's your receipt on that one. Our flash drives hold up to 64 gigabytes, so we're gonna put everything that we can on that. It holds quite a few videos. If it needs more than one flash drive, they will let you know, and then they'll invoice you for another one if you choose to get another one, okay?
Okay.
So now you just go in line with the rest of everybody else, and we'll start working on yours, and I'll let you know when it's ready.
So this receipt is pretty vague. It doesn't really say what I paid for. It just says 1 DVD total cash. I don't want a DVD.
Coming on a flash drive. We don't provide the DVDs, so you will get it on a flash drive.
Uh-huh. Okay. So there's those records. And could I request the Farmington Police Department policy on video records, please?
I'll grab one for you, okay?
Okay.
Just the same as the court system here, make it hard. That's why they have no problem, even though if you never broke the law, committed a crime. Throw you in the system, and the system is usually the punishment. It's all about money. You gotta pay for an attorney, you gotta go to court.
Good morning, Jenny. Rise and shine. Wingspan Angel, welcome in. Four Corner Fist in there. Wingspan Angel, shout out to Four
Thank you,
Corner Fist in
Wingspan.
there.
You gotta go over and check out That's for Transparency on YouTube. Live on YouTube right now.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I requested a discovery package for Martinez's body cam on a certain date. Charged for a traffic citation, and I got an email, but it said you guys were short-staffed and pretty busy, and I don't think I received anything.
Did you answer just like on that other one, whether you were
I
gonna
know
go
she
ahead
didn't
and
discharge
review
it
it
because
here,
it's
or
like
whether you were
Andrea
gonna pay for it?
Right.
No, I haven't checked today, but I'll go back.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, because if you do that, what we can do then is either set you up an appointment to come and view it here,
Or, we'll send you an invoice so that you can go ahead and pay for it and then you'll get your flash drive.
Okay, how much is
The flash drive is gonna be $10, and each flash drive holds up to 64 gigabytes. So we'll put as much as we can on one flash drive. If it's gonna take more than one flash drive, we'll send you another invoice and let you know that it's gonna take more than one flash drive, and then you can decide whether you want to purchase it.
okay, so that free, getting the public information, like the discovery package and all that, that's not free online no more?
So if you look at our new policy, it shows you the options that we have.
Or can you just explain it?
Yes, so the options that you have are gonna be 1, to view it here free of charge, unredacted. 2, to pay for a flash drive that'll hold up to 64 gigabytes. Or 3, you can withdraw your request.
Isn't Discovery free?
This is not a discovery, that's an IFRA. So discovery is gonna be for anything for your DA's office, so criminal wise.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll check my email and get back with you guys.
Do you guys have any other questions?
Yes. In the records.
Actually, he has a copy of that. I can go ahead and give you, and it was sent on all of your invoices as well. There's a document attached to it that shows what's gonna be done when you come in. You'll have to sign that page. Would you like a copy of it right away?
Yes, please,
Okay,
yes,
let me
please.
grab you one too, okay? Give me
Thank
one
you.
second.
Yeah, they're just making it hard for the public to expose what's going on here. I don't know what they- but
Sunglasses, hats, phones, or recording devices are allowed in the viewing area.
What? That's of their prescription.
Yeah, that's questionable. So if you want to view, okay, so if you have some special sunglasses that are prescription, you can't wear them to view the records. Okay, that's really questionable.
Yeah, we were at the City Hall, POV. Earlier, right now we're at the Farmington Police Department. Getting some info. They don't have court on election day here, huh? On the 4th.
I'm not sure. I want to imagine so. I'm not sure though.
So you have to now pay for copies of video footage.
Next that out.
Yeah, so taxpayers pay for the USB flash drive, and then people who request the video have to pay for the copies on the flash drive.
You say you went and contacted, New Mexico.
I called them up to voicemail, and then I sent an email. So,
Was it, was that department called again?
New Mexico Foundation for Open Government.
Okay, New Mexico Foundation for Open Government. So if you guys have a hard time with, getting the public record, I don't want to get in contact with New Mexico Foundation for Open Government.
Signed by you saying that you understand everything that needs to be done when you come in.
Okay. And I'll sign this whenever I come in.
So you can't come back here until that is signed. And then once you sign that and acknowledge to everything that will be done, we will actually set you up in this viewing room right over here, and you can watch your videos there.
Unredacted, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No food or drinks, and I can't bring in popcorn. Okay. I can't. No popcorn.
What if you have prescription sunglasses that you need to view the records through?
So then you can bring your prescription regular glasses.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Now to photo ID will be checked. A photo ID will be checked to verify the identity and to check for active warrants.
Back here, and it's for the protection of our personnel. So we want to make sure that they are safe back here while somebody else is back here viewing.
What if I have warranties? Well, you guys can view it out here.
If you have warrants, can you do it out here? No.
No,
Our viewing room is back here.
I don't want you guys to run my name. Dang it.
That's a Fourth Amendment violation.
But I can't view it out here? Could we play it and I watch it from right here?
No.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, one more. We'll give it a quiz. All right, 5 freedoms under the First Amendment.
Have a good day. Do you have any other questions that I can answer as far as the info?
Yeah, the 5 freedoms under the First Amendment.
Jessica, can I ask you a question about IPRA? Can you tell me what part of IPRA allows you to prohibit recording of records when the records are being viewed in person?
Sorry, say that again.
What part of IPRA allows you to prohibit video recording of records when they're being inspected in person?
So you can look at 14-2-1.2C.
Can you say that one more time, please?
14-2-1.2.
1.2C.
14-2-1.2C?
Thank you for that.
Can I get your name again one more time?
Jessica Kennedy.
You got a badge number?
I'm not an officer, so no, I don't have a badge number. Have a good
All
day.
right.
Okay, I'm gonna look
You're
that up.
dismissed.
I'm gonna look up that law right now.
That's the scary thing about these public service.
Just want a little privacy in this foyer type of place here. 14-2-1.2C. 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 14-2-1.2C.
To obtain these videos.
I'll definitely really try to get a hold of them. Really get a hold of the Mexican Foundation for Open Government. Sometimes they're bad about answering back, but I really need to just run this by
Look up the
them.
First Amendment, Ariana.
I really need to run that by them.
Read the First Amendment.
It's pretty hard to decipher.
Farmington Police Department.
No. It says any recording or copying of video or audio from such viewing or listening is subject to the restrictions in this section. So, but then you have to read the whole section.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys tapping the screen.
I acknowledge that The cameras in the lobby area are recording at all times in the viewing room. I will be monitored audio and visually. Huh.
Tell them that, they want your ID.
And they want to record me. I'm watching, but I can't record myself while I'm watching. But then I wonder if I could request the cameras of them recording.
I think that's fair game, but you know them.
Yeah. Then I'll have to review. I'll be sitting there viewing that while they're doing it. Huh. I got took back there 2 times before. I never had to do any of this before. Yeah. Just for an interview. Interesting.
This is First Amendment, exercising the First Amendment. This paperwork, is this yours? No?
No, I already got a copy of that.
I'll take it.
Hey, how's it going? Oh, no, I'm standing here before them. That was pretty rude. What's your name and badge number?
It's Marshall, I don't have a badge.
Marshall. What's your last name?
Treffler.
Treffler. So Marshall Treffler just tried to get these other guys to cut in front of me. So obviously you're discriminating. Okay, here, I just need to talk to Jessica Kennedy.
So he wasn't discriminating you, I didn't know you had other questions, there was some other people in here, how can I help you?
Okay, so I just looked up
Here's the attitude.
section C that you said allows you to,
Okay, what was your name?
that you said allows you to prohibit my recording of video records, and it doesn't say that you're allowed to prohibit recording of my
If you have any further
public records.
questions, you can go ahead and go talk to the city clerk. And I don't have to answer any other questions for yourself. So
You're a
you can
public
look at it.
official, right?
Okay?
You work for the public, we pay you, right?
I appreciate it.
So why aren't you
But
out
you-
here? They're telling us to go
Well, you
elsewhere.
just cited,
I answered your question, and you're not okay with
Ma'am,
it,
be
so you can go
transparent.
to the city clerk.
Accountable.
why
Cut
they're
that
not,
attitude
the
out.
city clerk is not within the purview of the Farmington Police
Fill out
Department.
your phone, mailing address, and then a signature right here. Okay.
Your microphone doesn't work.
We can't hear you.
Sorry. So if you have any further questions,
There you
please
go.
feel free to go speak to Andrea Jones, okay?
We just came from there.
Thank you.
We were just over there.
Have a good day, guys.
You're
So
dismissed.
Jessica Kennedy's very unprofessional.
See the attitude?
She didn't even want to talk about the law. We're dealing with sovereign citizens here, guys.
You know, I get rid of the baby fish ones, which is-
Yep. Yeah, Jenny, I just looked up the law on my other phone, and it didn't say that anything about prohibiting or allowing them to prohibit me from recording public records in
So the yellow copy will be.
Public.
yours, and that report will be under here, okay?
Okay.
Was there anything else I could help you with?
No, sir, thank you. You too.
Dang, that's kind of infuriating. Very infuriating. Just, she was totally gaslighting. So you know that they're gaslighting when they take a law and they try to manipulate its meaning, basically. And that's what she did. She just tried to manipulate the meaning of to give them some sort of proclaimed authority to prohibit us from recording records from public areas.
public servant, you're trying to ask her for public information. She's giving you attitude.
Yeah,
It's not their job.
that was crazy. All right, well, I don't really have any way to like redress my grievances in a meaningful way other than record what's going on. That's crazy. Okay, so if anybody knows of any attorneys, if anybody knows of an attorney that deals with IPRA law, please let me know. I know of one in Albuquerque who I could contact about this policy, and I'm glad I've got a copy of it to bring with me. But if there was one in Farmington, that would be more helpful to have a more local attorney who's versed in IPRA law and willing to fight for our rights to these records, you know? That's all I got. You guys got anything? Wanna get out?
That's pretty much it, I guess. And found out they still got a somewhat of an attitude with the public, trying to get public information.
Thank you.
Yeah. Town hall meeting. Well, I could go to a town hall meeting at 5, but the mayor and the assistant won't even be there.
Well, the mayor, I think she said the mayor will be there, but the manager.
I thought she's. Oh, really?
The manager and you might have said the mayor too. I think yeah, you're right. Just the assistant.
Talking about Rob Mays is the manager.
Yeah.
I talked to him. He just got the leadership mindset. He said whatever's happening right here, he's like,
Dang.
I was, looking at that one month of lawsuit from like 2010 or 11, and the complaint is pretty interesting. It was like number 59 or 60 the complaint, but it wrote how the city was indifferent to how the police were treating the citizens. And I've never seen that right
Yeah.
now. Pretty indifferent, like the manager, especially the manager, was pretty indifferent.
Yeah.
Jennifer Bickel is
Yeah. So Juan Mata got in trouble for. They arrested him for what I thought was he was protesting right here outside of the police station
Yeah.
with a sign, and the police accused him of defamation based on what was written on his sign.
free speech, huh? The feelings just got hurt, you know, Farmington. Their their egos get bruised so easy, and they start becoming feelings officers.
They allowed him to get some money.
These law officers like to enforce their feelings.
If anybody knows Juan Mata, please forward my channel information to him and the contact information to him. I think that's about all I got. If we have any other troubles getting out of here due to members of a gang stalking us, then we'll go live again. But for now, we'll leave you with an image of the gang symbol. Yep. Well, it's the records part is a civil matter. Thank you, John Doe. You're watching Press for Transparency. It's October 28th at about 3 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. It's Tuesday. You know, I'm gonna leave the camera rolling for a little bit longer, just in case somebody stalks us. We've seen them do before. So stalking is not outside of their tactics. Mile High Community Channel, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining Huntington Town Watch. It's kind of rare that I get a chance to meet up with some people to go try to obtain records.
Transparency, aye. All three of us are sitting in the meeting. I was telling them it's kind of, I don't think it's right when they, during a public meeting, they tell us to leave at a certain point.
Yeah, it's for the
They have
postcard.
a little private secret meeting for about 15, 20 minutes.
Yep. Yeah.
They do that even during the Citizens Police Advisory. That's where we found out that Farmington employee got charged with sex assault. I thought it was a cop at first, but it turned out it was a park.
Those are the things they hide.
Yeah, they just found that out just last meeting.
And last, they said they've been getting in trouble last year for drinking on the job. A lot of the police officers.
Yeah.
And those are the, I guess that's what their little private sessions are about at these public meetings when they tell three of us, that's for transparency, and that's there to be, they talk about these things that's going on. It's all public information, but that's what they,
All right. Thanks, Howie. All right, I'm gonna cut it off here. We've been live for 84 minutes. A good one. You've all been watching Press for Transparency.